That's not Arch up there. That is Mystery.
This is going to be a bit of a classic Aeon set as far as what we've seen as of late. Suarez performing very well here at home. Same can be said for Mr. E. Mr. E, he's been a bit wavering in this past quarter, but as of late, he's definitely sprung from his slump, I would say.
Definitely towards the mid end of the quarter. He's been performing fantastic. The Mr. E of old. So Mr. E also won Friday.
That's also true.
Oh, I actually thought this was a button check. Eric just stood there. That was the most patient I've ever seen Eric. I wouldn't even think that was Eric.
Eric has actually been playing very patiently today, and even though he's known for going for erratic options that just work out because he has an excellent sense of what to do as a player, regardless if it makes sense.
Yeah, and his reaction time is kind of OD.
It really is. I feel like today there's just another layer to that style of play.
I feel like he's definitely became a bit more patient. But as I say that he did the early up B, which is also, I believe, a bit bad habit of him. And
he's been talking a lot about ironing out a lot of those bad habits. So I'm curious to see how well Suarez can beat into him, what to get rid of. Especially with the start being Battlefield. This is a very interesting start for the set.
Yeah, this Suarez really likes this stage. He believes this is like Yoshi's top 2 stages of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
I know he's very confident in the PS2 pick, which is why I understand that he didn't bring him there to start the set with. But as far as Battlefield is concerned, this is also a very good stage for E himself. He performs very well on it. I'm almost certain it's one of his favorite stages. It has to be, considering how comfortable he is at controlling the ledge and controlling center stage.
It's definitely a player good. We've seen as good on all stages. So this is definitely a Mr. E preferential. Oh, blocking the down smash in time. And Eric just needs to tack on percent. Even if he loses the stock, if he manages to bring Suarez up to 80 or something, closing out the stock after that wouldn't be as daunting if he was at 0.
Absolutely.
And 50% right there. He wants the stock actually. Oh, fastballing it. Fastballing it because he wanted to get that second fair.
That's one of the issues with E when he knows he has to tack on the numbers, is that sometimes he gets a little greedy with how he swings. And especially in the air, you can't do that against Suarez. Yoshi can move around in the air so smoothly.
And look at him go. Oh, he still had his double jump. Good job from Suarez. Got to hold that jump like a magician.
He's trying, man. Oh, and both these boys are making magic out here, especially with this ledge coverage.
Yeah, and Mr. Suarez and I were talking about this earlier on how a lot of people neutral get up. I like how he went out there, but how a lot of people like to neutral get up in this game. So Yoshi's able to charge an F smash and call that out and kill them at a vastly early percent. A lot of other characters are able to do that too, but good job to him taking notice to the meta on how people normally neutral get up, especially in this region.
Yeah, this is a region where you have to know how to play against someone who's ready to swing on you, but it's going to do so intelligently. There's a wide variety of aggressive characters that get played, and even though Yoshi isn't typically in that lineup of aggro characters, normally one of the more patient, campy, zoner-esque characters, there's a lot of aggro buttons you can press with Yoshi, and he has tons in his kit that allow him to bait a lot of that. I feel like a lot of whiff punishing out of Yoshi is what's going to allow Suarez to stay alive in the meta regardless of the character's positioning. I know he particularly feels that Yoshi is a top tier, but
he thinks Yoshi's top 5.
He really does, and that baffles the mind. But when you see what he does with Yoshi's tools and how confidently he speaks about them, especially in regards to the options that are picked from top characters or top players, it's understandable to see why.
This man has been playing Yoshi since 64, guys. He has faith.
His 64 Yoshi's kind of nasty, to be honest.
Ask him about that male Yoshi, though.
We don't talk about that. That's the weak boy.
Brawl Yoshi?
That's the bench warmer. Ultimate Yoshi, though?
Yeah, Ultimate Yoshi.
That's clean. The headliner, baby.
That guy's clean. You saw that pepper grab's going far. Oh, called out the jump.
Ooh! All right. One of the talks that we've had on Long Island is the sort of the advancement of the new guard, the players from Long Island who really represent, that are considered of our top echelon. And in the past, Ian DeBuzz were of that lineup, but Suarez definitely one of the new bloods to take that mantle. He was a very strong player in Smash 4, but in Ultimate, he just has fire under him, and with Yoshi in his hands, he's been able to do so much with this character.
Look at him go. Oh, and good fade back to the ledge. And Mr. E needs to gather himself. He took the first stock right there, but he's at 124 and just run up grab by Suarez. Is he going to read the jump? No. Good fade back in from Mr. E. And the dancing blade only doing 14%.
Suarez looking to get out of there.
Yeah. Oh, he was waiting for the egg confirm. Now just waiting. Good swing by Mr. E. And he wanted Mr. E to jump out. And the back air. Being one of the new tools Yoshi has in Ultimate, you didn't have to fear it in any of the other games, but in this game, it's a deadly tool.
There's just so much in Yoshi's kit that's like, it's not even changed that much. It's just the little changes here and there are perfect for someone who understands Yoshi as well as Suarez does.
Yo, I'm just asking why they gave him those tools. Oh, nice air dodge right there. I actually thought if Mr. E like held ledge, he was done. Oh, completing the dancing blade.
Just an empty hop out from Suarez. Very interesting.
What? Oh, that's it. Nice down tilt right there. Able to poke. Not many moves in this game do that, but Lucina's known for that, and Marth known for that down tilt that pokes below ledge and able to two-frame or just capture him a bit slightly under.
I feel like it's
and you saw that neutral get up right there. Suarez knew, and that's not what he's supposed to do. Mr. E, what we're gonna see right here. I thought he was gonna miss. Like we.
Oh, he does that. He does that too often for me to be comfortable with. Jump exhausted, but still coming back to the ledge. All right.
Yeah, he kind of committed to the jumping. Okay, F tilt. Suarez still has his jump, I believe. Oh, but he lands. And another falling up air.
One thing I feel needs to be appreciated about how well he is covering a lot of these return to stages from Suarez is notice his positioning. He's either placing himself towards the dead center of the map, or he's positioning himself on the ledges of the platforms. He wants to be ready for Suarez's aerial options. And I feel like that type of preparatory work is working out so well for him, because a lot of his options aren't that big of commitments.
Lucina broke.
She's good.
Lucina top 3.
I don't know about all that.
Lucina top 3. So
Listen.
Pichu. Lucina.
Yeah?
Palu.
Wow, you really said words. And this mic is live, and T-Max is just letting it happen. Crazy. But I agree with you to some extent. I feel like Lucina's a very strong character, but everyone always says that. A lot of people complain about what the character can do, how she can swing on you, but one thing that I feel like needs to truly be appreciated about the character's kit is how well she can control the ledge. Her ledge trapping skills are amazing. Just because she's able to safely poke away at you or call out a lot of aggressive options.
Yeah, some say they're immaculate.
Might be going a little too far. A little too far for my taste.
It's like perfection.
I don't know about all that.
In a bottle.
She's not a bottle. That's a human.
Yeah, have you seen that?
That's enough for that. We all
Oh, dash attack on shield. That's really uncharacteristic as far as he seems to be, I feel like, kind of flustered. But he gets the combo going, just trying to get into his zone.
The tail is wagging. I don't know about all that flustering. And I feel it's especially worth noting that as E's stock quickly drops here, Suarez loves this stage. He performs amazingly on this stage. And E brought him back.
Well, Suarez took it. He brought him here originally, took the game. And Suarez like, yo, we're coming back. You didn't deserve that.
It's like,
oh, just grabbed him out of jump.
That's actually really hard to do, by the way.
Yeah, 3-frame jump squad. I know.
On top of that, grabbing aerial opponents is a lot more difficult in this game, generally speaking, and Lucina's is not forgiving, but he dipping very low below the ledge, uncharacteristic of him, and finding himself in a very strong deficit.
Eric's their homie.
Is that what we're calling that?
Eric's their homie, man.
Is he about to snap? Because no one gives homie stocks in top 4.
He snapped. Suarez snapped.
That's definitely not good to say. But he's swinging back. He's got a bit of a hill to climb. But to be perfectly honest with you, it's still doable. This is Mr. E we're talking about. He's a player who's built a dynasty on the fact that he can play from behind.
Yeah. Don't count him out. Oh, parry, up tilt. Not taking the stock right there.
Cute option, though.
Yeah, kind of cute. Some of the girls think he's sexy. Oh, nice. Nice back carry.
Yeah, I bet you were waiting to say that. You're awful. It's terrible.
Could put one in the books, memers.
Actually surprised Suarez didn't go any deeper with that effort to punish.
Yeah, dancing way to catch him because he knew he was going to spot dodge. And I like the fact that Eric still swings, even though Suarez double jumps armor, because he can't do anything. Suarez just still gets the damage from it. Oh, up tilt. Nice, nice. Right there. Managed to get the ledge.
Forward tilt pokes a little bit below the ledge, so it's going to scoop. It's going to set up that situation. Suarez can find himself 2-1, but, you know, the fact remains. We saw SD, we saw E lose the stock very early on, very aggressively. What do you think he can do to change this up?
I think he needs a stage change. A different scenery causes it all.
All right, well, all a matter of where they pick into. You ever feel like he should switch to Marth on occasions?
Not in this matchup. In this matchup, I feel like Lucina's perfect. Maybe some other ones I feel like he does, but not this.
I always feel like it is a big what if. Like, what if Mystery switched to his Marth? Because he plays a little bit differently.
Slightly.
I don't know.
Slightly.
Food for thought.
FD.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's another stage that that E does fairly well on.
He almost just died right there. I don't know how well that is. Agley. And you know what? Maybe you're right. He's getting some. Press it. Oh. And you know what?
Still alive, man.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna talk. You take it over right now.
Are you sure?
Because apparently every time I speak, it goes in a reversal situation right here. But that only talks to about how equal they are in skill.
Yeah, man, it's a dangerous dance. These two know how to dance with each other. They've been fighting each other very often, both on Fridays and on Sundays. And
you got to put that out there.
Hey, listen, when you're going to bouts against arguably the best Yoshi in the world this often, and you regularly train with another player who's considered of the best, of the same caliber, you know what to do in this matchup. You know what this character is capable of. It's all a matter of playing the player themselves. And you're right, I feel like a change of scenery can have a big impact on this. The lack of platforms, I feel like, is going to make this a lot more linear of a match.
Oh,
he got in the bag.
I actually thought he somehow took the jump with it.
The rise from egg lift now is so impressive that Suarez can afford to go ultra deep or get aggro at the ledge.
Yeah, and not Eric, look, melee? Woo!
You know, I feel like I shouldn't be surprised by plays like that from E anymore, but it's still impressive to see. But it's definitely a dangerous situation, and one that E has to make sure to watch his guard for, because trying to get Fritzy on the ledge with Suarez, you're just asking to get forward air. You're just asking for the dunk.
Yeah, I feel like Eric can get a guaranteed footstool after the down tilt right there, because Suarez has to double jump up, or just jump up in general. And it gets kind of predictable where he's going to go.
I feel like, if anything, Eric is finding a lot of situations where he can force Suarez to jump for the sake of using the flutter jump armor to exhaust the jump. So if Eric can start to condition that so that he's tacking on little bits of damage here and there, but more importantly, mispositioning Suarez will be a lot more effective for when he wants to swing in the air.
Oh, Mr. Fair. And gets punished for it. This is not looking good for Suarez. He wants to close this set out. All right, Eggblade just tacking on damage. Mr. E at 129. Straight fair. And he's getting really desperate with his smash attacks, but that down smash managed to take it. Only 29.2%.
How to bring the decimal, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know that decimal's not going to mean a lot when these boys start swinging on each other.
It might mean a lot somewhere.
Hey, listen, we're going to carry the 3. Okay, make it a 6. And go for the chomp. Bring it to the ledge. All of a sudden, those numbers growing. They're pretty big.
Yeah. 106, man. Just a few good strings from Suarez. And just getting pushed out. Now it's Mr. E's turn to play at the ledge.
Dash attack extensions are always, they look so gross for me because, like, you know he wants to swing. He knows he can't extend any further, but then he gets it.
Yo, you saw that jab, that movement? At the movement?
I truly do.
You love me.
I'm loving this recovery right now. Yoshi from the depths is going to cause E to reset the situation once again.
Yoshi came from hell.
He really did. Hey, listen, just goes to show how badly Suarez wants it. He's one game away.
And is he done? No, that was from center stage, and he's going deep. Yo,
Honestly,
you were scared.
I really did.
You were scared.
Yeah, I had to gasp for it, man. He never Yoshi's bound from that high. I get why. Get yourself to the ledge, reset the situation, not a second to lose.
He also could have spiked D, and he caught the drift forward with that. And we're in a game 5.
We're getting so many of these today, and I'm loving it, man.
Game 5.
It just goes to show how even the talent is at this level of play.
Yeah.
You know, when you come to think about it, this top 4 really is a battle of the old versus new. E and DeBuzz holding it down for the old guard, showing that, you know, they're still in it. They're still at the top. Suarez and Kofi, the new kids on the block, who have been repeatedly proving their worth for not just Long Island, but all of New York.
Yeah.
And even as character representatives.
It's crazy because Suarez and Kofi, they have the E at that.
That's how you forget your own brother's name.
Yo, he's really complicated these days. But yeah, Suarez and Kofi were really good in Smash 4. Didn't travel much. They got more good towards the end and started to break out. But this game is theirs. And it's not out of the realm of possibility to say that Suarez or Kofi can win this tournament over DeBuzz.
It's certainly possible. It's going to be very hard.
But it's there.
And so Game 5 is going to take us to Kalos Pokemon League. Dangerous stage pick.
I love this song.
This is a good one. Ends Castle is a really good one. As far as the stage goes, I feel like it's gonna be really important to figure out who can control
three sweeps.
I don't know how he got away with it. I don't know how John let him get away with it. But
John didn't tech.
Yeah, no, it's all on him. He ate all of that, and he's got to hold that. But
oh, he didn't want that double jab.
I was going to say how important it is for both of these players to build up a lot of their damage from the fight for center stage and then nab their kills from the ledge guarding, specifically. Just because the size of the blast zones on the stage can make it a bit difficult just to swing hard, but also it's going to be a bit more difficult to ledge guard both of these characters.
Yeah, but that's also how the set's been going, and the pace of this set's been going. Not a lot of kills off the top, a lot of kills on the side, and as Suarez missed the up air right there, just proving me right. We're probably most likely going to see a kill off the side blast zone from Suarez if he does get it. But Mr. E moving and grooving.
He does not want to even give Suarez the time of day to attempt to get this kill. And I like it. I love it because when E is occupying all this space, playing with this much fervor behind him, this is the best type of E that we can see.
And just call him out. But Kalos.
Big stage, starting to backfire. Nair sets up the ledge situation. Suarez is going to have to do his best to try and pick it off here.
Oh, down there. I like that fact that Eric's been going for down there a lot more. Egg spares him out. And all these aggressive options. Look at Suarez leading at 155 on the second to last stock, and Mystery still has one. And down throw? Oh, up throw. Not going to take the stock just yet.
Yeah, no, this is a big stage. You would think Eric would have caught on to that. But hey, doesn't matter. Back there from the ledge, a few pummels here and there. Suarez going to type the stock count, but for how much more long?
Yo, who gave Yoshi a kill throw?
Hey, listen, man.
Sakurai, what are you doing?
At that kind of a percent, at that close to the ledge, let it kill. Let it rock.
All right, and Suarez using an aggressive option to come back. They're off the ledge for Mr. E.
He's running to nearly 200%. He's going to die from the reverse hit of Nair.
And Mr. E's content with that. He's content to play the long haul game with Suarez. As long as it nets him the game.
I mean, that's the pace we're on right now. Suarez on his final stock of the tournament, potentially.
And you saw the little dash back. He let Suarez undershoot it just so he can punish it with a grounded option.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Grounded spikes are so good in this game for the setups that you can potentially get. And I know Suarez has been very confident with his research and trying to link those forward airs into certain options, but sometimes you just got to keep it simple.
Yeah,
Smash ends it out, but at 70%, here we are.
And 80, and this is throwing. Oh, tried to get the double back air link, but undershot it. Eric's just running away with this. Suarez needs to find an answer. I thought we were about to see the MKLeo.
Down at up smash?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Mr. E kind of nice. Down at a forward smash, especially at the ledge, especially on a stage like this.
Yo, he just called out his up smash right there, though. I don't think it down throw.
Suarez opting for these super high recoveries, really smart. You can only traverse the stage so quickly, even though Lucina is a very fast character. Not catching up to that airspeed.
And that smash.
What is that?
He just stole it. Suarez is a pickpocket.
Actual thieves in the venues. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to those GameCube controllers. Suarez coming to take it all away from you as he moves 3-2 over Mr. E. Tomahawk forward smash.
That's legit cheating.
That's raw.
I felt that in the heart.
I felt it in my boots. But hey.
I felt that in the soul.
Now,